Hi everyone, welcome to the special ed department meetings. We're going to go down to May 2024. I can't believe it's already May. Welcome to the week of May 6th and our last special ed department meeting of the year. So what I'd like to have you guys do a check-in with our mood meter. So if you can pick someone from your department, open it up, choose one, and see where you're all at this month. You're going to follow this site, and it's going to take you right there. Remember, you can use this in the classroom to gauge and do a temperature check with your students. And there's also, as a part of that, calming strategies to use depending on what quadrant they are in. So it's just a great tool, one we've started using in a lot of our meetings to just gauge where everyone's at. Helps us kind of know how to facilitate the day and support the people in the space. All right, so let's get on to item number 1. We are already talking about August, even though it is May, because we all like to plan ahead as educators. So we're going to help you just think ahead a little bit as you end this year. So we have some August professional learning highlights for you, because as an organization, we want to make sure we're continuing to offer high quality professional learning opportunities to each of you in our member districts, and just to continue to meet the needs of all of you, our staff. So we have sought feedback for a lot of our professional learning opportunities and have taken that into consideration as we move ahead into next year. You're going to notice that August does look a little bit different. We have reduced some of the items with a mindset of what do we all need to be with our learners day one of school. And so we really tried to use that as a focus in thinking about what does everyone need and what's going to set us up for the most success starting that 2024-25 school year. So a couple of the highlights to consider. We are going to continue with our ULC Unique Learners Conference, and that's going to look similar as in past years, where it's going to be 2 days of collaboration and learning, and that is going to be August 19th and 20th. So make sure you hold that on your calendar. As soon as we can, an agenda will be sent out and tools made available to you in Brightspace. The tools will guide your work and assist you in prioritizing tasks, accessing resources, and obtaining support as necessary those 2 days. In response to feedback, we'll also be offering a number of optional and targeted professional learning opportunities that you can be able to access once you have that agenda. What we do need from each of you is for you to report to your building of assignment and just be ready to learn and collaborate with your team. Our goal is to help you have time to start your year, get ready for success, and feel prepared. We will continue to have that paraprofessional conference. That's going to be in August as well, and that's always day 2 of ULC. That will be in your buildings, where we're going to target with preparing our paraprofessionals with what do they need to start the school year so they too can be successful. What we need from you is continue to work with your building leaders on identifying a lead person in your department to support that day, organizing paras so they know what's happening, creating a PowerPoint either that you've already had in your building or a sample that we have made available to your school leaders, and just helping with the success of that day. I also want to talk about Secondary Transition Conference because there is a change. We are discontinuing this learning day in August because it aligns with the goal of optimizing resources, promoting continuous professional growth, and we want to embed that transition-related learning into the natural flow of the academic calendar. So by integrating this transition planning into regular professional development opportunities, as well as our monthly SpEd department meetings, We just think that's going to be more holistic and natural and just create that culture of transition as a part of our everyday educational process rather than an isolated event. And then if we look ahead to August 2024, we do have our course catalog as we've had in the past. If you click right here, it's going to bring you to the course catalog. And what we'd like you to do is identify the professional learning courses recommended based on the role that you're going to play next year. You're going to be able to enroll in those necessary courses within Brightspace, and you can do so before the end of the school year, which is great. Again, if you have any questions, you can reach out to any of us for support. All right, item number 2, special ed curriculum ordering. So each year, we want each of our schools and districts and departments to be prepared with student material when the school year begins. So having an accurate count of your current materials, as well as a count for upcoming needs in the next school year, is essential for planning and for being prepared. So if you can work together, identify a lead that's going to help this process within your building so we can avoid that last minute ordering of materials and help you be successful for the start of the year, that would be great. So once you have that identified lead, we'd like you to make sure that your special services supervisor knows who that's going to be. So we're going to be connecting them with the academic services coordination team, and they're going to be reaching out to those leads with more information yet this spring. So there is a template for ordering materials, which is optional to use when you have access right here. And we also have the 24-25 pricing for trans math, language, and language live. So you can access those from this department meeting as well. All right, on to item number 3, collaborative planning process. So we are going to continue the same process we've been using to fund your projects throughout the year related to student programming and supports. So if you look under guidance, you're going to continue to use this Google form to submit requests for collaborative planning funding. You can also find the form if you go to the SpEd website under services, special education, time for collaborative planning, and then you can link to submit your proposal. If you need to review the procedure, we've linked that right here. You can read that at your leisure. If you have a project at the school year you'd like to submit a request for, please just check in with your special services supervisor and they can let you know if there's any funds still available. All right, item number 4, end of year tasks. So as we begin to wrap up the school year, there are some end of year tasks that are necessary to complete so we can end this year and close it out and be prepared for our next school year. So we'd like you to review those items and just remember that we have this school year timeline poster if you click right here, and that's our master. We're going to discuss some main items as we close out the school year. So this is a reminder to finish amending IEPs for any student transitioning to new buildings. And you can follow along here to find where to get everything, which is case manager resources, ongoing, and then amendments for support. Each of you are going to register for your August professional learning before you leave for the summer. Almost all of our students have progress reports that are needed, so you're going to complete your progress reports before you leave for the summer. And then you're going to complete paperwork for any students that are graduating or aging out. If you need support with this, you're going to go to Case Manager Resources, Ongoing, and then the tab Exit or Dismissal. If any students on your caseload are going to one of our transition programs, please make sure that you are following the process and completing amendments as outlined by those programs. Again, if you have any concerns or questions, connect with your special services supervisor for support. All right, our last item of this SpEd department meeting is just reflecting on your school year. When I was preparing this agenda and looking at last year's, I know that this last item is almost identical to last year because I just really found this quote and a lot of the information relevant to this school year. So I'd like each of you to take time right now to read this quote. And then just know that as special education leaders, we value this time to pause and reflect so we can continue to grow, learn, and just continue that path as a collaborative system to benefit all of our learners. We started this school year remembering our why. If you think back to ULC, why you are here supporting learners, whether having been in the field and continuing to come back or being new to the field this year. And as we continue our work and finishing up the year with our learners, again, I encourage you to reflect on your why and how you have impacted the learners throughout this school year. I want to thank you for your partnership, your dedication to our learners, and your commitment to the work we do every day as educators. And in closing out, I encourage you to use some of these sentences to help you reflect on your school year and that very important impact that you have had. Again, thank you for the year. Thank you for the work. I wish you each time to go and find joy and things that just bring happiness over the summer, fill your bucket, and I look forward to meeting and working with you in partnership in the fall. Have a great day.